This is the trailer reaction for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, the last one in the series, and we're just going to get straight into it. And three, two, one, play.
This can't all be true.
Every word.
CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here. If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him. Should he choose to accept?
Smart people on every side are close to panicking. What exactly is your plan?
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised. Everything you are, everything you've done, has come to this. You gave him an aircraft carrier? Our lives are the sum of our choices. This is your calling, your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Okay.
Yes, I'm all for it.
Well, I gotta ask you the $1 million question. Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, why?
No, I'm talking about the one that happened last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, no.
See? and so marketing 101. This is actually a second part of the first movie that came out 2 years ago, but it got pushed to the side because of Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
And that was very good. I saw it, and it was really good, man. But no one talked about it because it got pushed to the side. This one, I'm kind of hype about it. I mean, I watched all of them. I mean, it's just Tom Cruise doing what he does, man. He's gonna try to kill himself in one of these movies. So let's watch it and see what Obviously, he didn't die this time, so let's see what he did.
Tom Cruise or Ethan, one of them's going to kill themselves or both?
I'm talking about the actor himself. He does all the stunts now, right? And all his movies. He's like 65 years old out there, man, doing all these stunts. And so
that's pretty impressive.
I mean, if you got unlimited resources, money, new knees, new hair, new face.
Yeah.
They can make you look like anything.
You saw him do the Olympics opening, right?
Yeah, the dude crazy, man. This is what he does. This is what he does.
I love your take. I'm not impressed. He's crazy.
I'm going to watch it. I'm not. It wasn't. It was a. It didn't matter what this trailer was. I was going to see it anyway. That's just what I was about. But for you, who probably hasn't seen these movies in the theaters, would this be enough to get you go to the theater?
No. I think I've seen most of them in theaters. It's just the last one I missed.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I do like these in the theater because of the big bombastic scenes and everything, and the high stakes. Hanging off the side of an airplane, with his hair whipping back, and like, I'm Tom Cruise, I'm about to die.
And it's so full of TV actors in that movie. I saw like folks from Severance, from Ted Lasso, the Nick Offerman who was in Parks and Rec. It was just like chock-a-block full of, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, it's a send off, right?
Yeah. Is it?
And
Is it though?
does it make for another franchise, and other people going to come
Is
in
it
where
though? Then they always said
Cruz?
it.
You can't put Cruz in a wheelchair and have him be like, "I'm too old for this." Nah, he's going to do something.
Well,
Uh,
the rumor was when Jeremy Renner was in there for a hot second.
yeah,
The rumor was he was going to take over for him, but
didn't
Tom
know that.
Cruise said, "Hell nah, son."
Does it look like,
He was in 2 movies. They said he was out. He's like, I'm done. It's kind of like
does,
The
does it
Rock.
look like?
Remember the Rock got into the Fast and Furious
Yeah,
franchise,
and
and
he's
now
out.
he's trying to break out. So
Yeah, does it look like old man to you? Okay, so what's interesting about the Mission Impossible movies that I didn't know up until this watching this trailer. I found this out a couple weeks ago. The way they film and construct these movies is they figure out all the scenes that they want to do. Like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I was hanging off an airplane? Wouldn't it be cool if I did this? And hey, let's do this stunt with this new type of camera. Hey, there's these new explosives, so I can blow up a building in this way, and it'll be safe, and the timing would be so perfect. I can blah blah blah. And I just learned how to do these tricks on a motorcycle, and then I also know how to ride a unicycle, so I can jump off the motorcycle and onto the unicycle, and it'll be crazy, right?
and do a black flip. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Do a backflip with an Uzi on a unicycle. Ah! So they figure out all these crazy scenes, whiteboard them all out, and start figuring out how they can do the scenes and who can do the scenes with him and everything like that.
Well, I mean
So
the
they
plot of the movie. You mean
no.
basically they come with the scenes
Yeah,
first, then come with the plot, or what?
that's what I'm getting at. They start all the scenes of the movie and then they string the plot along after it. Most of the times, whenever they're doing an action scene, sometimes they won't even call out the other character's name because the other character's name hasn't been written yet. They'll
Mm.
just like, "Come on, grab my hand," instead of like, "Emma, grab my hand," like you would normally say. So they just do all these scenes. They figure out what works. They run it multiple times with like slight variations. Like, well, maybe you should take a fall first. It's like, what if this character has some certain kind of beef with me? Yeah, yeah, okay, let's do that scene again, except you're mad at me for this reason instead of this reason. So
Yeah.
they'll do all the action scenes, all that first, and then they just string that together into a movie. That's why when you think about any of the Mission Impossible movies, you can't really remember the story. You just remember all these action scenes because it's constructed that way.
Yeah, you're right, man. That's a good point because I can recall when that movie came out last year. I forgot it was Dead Reckoning 1 or whatever. They had two things. They had a train scene and they had a car chase scene. Now that summer, had always watched Indiana Jones had a train scene, and
Uh-huh.
Fast and Furious had obviously a car scene set in the same city, Rome. So I watched Mission Impossible, blew both those action scenes out the water. The car scene was phenomenal in Rome, and then the train
Yeah.
scene it was just non-ending. So it kind of makes sense what you're saying. They put all the money into that, and Tom Cruise, professional, I guess trainer slash physician, right? so, so
Yeah.
so that's where all the money went, and so it shows. Man, the plot is nonsensical, right? Who knows? They'll just make it up as they go along. But yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense now. So
So wait, how does the villain get from here to there? Well, actually, it can just be the other guy, and he takes his mask off. There you go. Write that up.
I know, man. It's just yeah, they just what they call the story credits. So basically anybody that you see the written by and they got like 20 names by it, that someone like came out of a pickle. They're like,
Yeah.
what if we do this? Okay, great. You're a producer now. You get a writing credit.
Yes.
So yeah, man. Well, hey guys, look, this has been fun. Everyone, thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and comment on Show versus Business on X, Threads, YouTube, and Instagram. Visit us at Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And go check us out on our website, Show versus Business. Have a good one, Mr. Benja.
Peace.